Cold and breezy conditions happening this early morning. Then we see at least some clouds getting away, and we get into partly cloudy skies for the afternoon. More about that coming up in just a moment.
Right now this morning, a breakthrough in the government shutdown, but the fight over SNAP benefits taking a new turn. We'll have the latest. Thousands of flights canceled as the shutdown drags on. What to do if you're flying soon. And the IRS shutting down a free tax filing system, what it means for your next tax return. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. On this Monday, November 10th, it is 6 a.m. Monday morning has found us again somehow. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's tracking our weather for the day. We've got a cold Monday on tap.
Yes, ma'am, it is, and it's sticking around. It'll come in.
The cold has found us.
Yeah, maybe
Monday
lingering
has found us.
Yeah, maybe lingering into Tuesday as well. Holding on with a possible flurry of snow coming in later on tonight. We'll hold on to this as we finish out going into the lows this morning. You're going to see the teens and the 20s right now, getting into those low to middle teens. Excuse me. The kids going to school will be facing near single digit number. We'll call it at least 8 to about, say, 11 to 13 degrees out there. In fact, you'll see that as we go right into how it all plays out. Sunny skies will prevail, giving way to the day to mostly sunny skies for the better part into the afternoon, while Eau Claire will follow suit as well, getting into partly cloudy skies as we go into the afternoon to the noon hour. Holding on to the day, we'll see some breezy and gusty winds finishing out for the late afternoon, getting into about 4 o'clock. They start to taper off. And then we get into highs for the day, 30s widespread, but it will feel like it is 20 to at least 25 degrees out there. Then tonight we have cloudier skies rolling in with the possibility of nighttime flurries. You notice you don't see any snow on there, but that is a possibility in your forecast. Leaning into the lows for tomorrow, holding on to more of those 20s and near 30 degrees. And then once we get into tomorrow, you can see for La Crosse, there is a chance of snow possibly getting in the forecast with partly cloudy skies on the way. Back to you.
All right, well, day 41 of the government shutdown, but there is some light at the end of the tunnel. The Senate approved an initial step that could end the impasse later this week. CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports on the rare weekend session.
The motion upon reconsideration is agreed to.
The Senate approved a first step to push through legislation that could end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history, after a group of mostly moderate Democrats made a deal with Republicans. The Senate and House still need to approve the full measure.
All of us, Republicans and Democrats, who support this bill know that the time to act is now.
Democrats had demanded any funding package include expiring health care subsidies. The deal grants them a vote next month on extending the tax credits.
This was the only deal on the table. It was our best chance to reopen the government.
The agreement comes after the Supreme Court issued an emergency order late Friday, halting the payout of full SNAP benefits. 42 million Americans used the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program to buy food. There were long lines over the weekend in Southern California at a distribution site for the LA Regional Food Bank, and major concerns for those in need in the Boston area.
At the end of the day, they are people who are seniors and veterans and families with children and working families that really are just looking for some answers.
Adding to the shutdown chaos, air travelers are coping with massive disruptions as the FAA ordered airlines to cut flights at the nation's busiest airports.
We need to figure it out as a country. Get it together.
A compromise was reached in this case, but it's not a done deal just yet. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Democrats had voted no 14 times to reopen the government until this deal was negotiated. If approved, it would also reverse the layoffs of government employees during the shutdown. Not all Democrats support the deal. That includes Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin. She voted no and released a statement saying a promise to address health care later isn't enough. She says Wisconsin families need actual guarantees, not just a wink and a nod. The USDA told states over the weekend to immediately undo full food share benefits for November. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers released a statement saying his administration is actively in court fighting to protect food assistance for Wisconsin's kids, families, and seniors. And with holiday travel approaching and flights being delayed, there are some things to keep in mind. Check your airline's app if you're flying within 10 days. Hub-to-hub flights will likely be preserved first. If you have a regional flight, consider driving to a bigger airport or buying a backup ticket, they say. Several airlines are waiving change fees.
It's frustrating because they don't have no more flights until tomorrow. So it doesn't make sense why we sit in here and we have to deal with this and they can't go get another plane. Because I'm not trying to be the one why my plane gets canceled. But at the end of the day, it's if it's because of a government shutdown, it doesn't make sense. If it's because of the government shutdown, why isn't this whole building shut down?
For people planning to buy tickets soon, experts suggest booking with airlines directly. They recommend avoiding layovers if you can. A man in Vernon County is back in custody just over 2 weeks after being released from prison. The Vernon County Sheriff's Office arrested 43-year-old Jerry Michael Campbell, that is, Friday for second-degree sexual assault. The case involves a vulnerable adult who was reported missing from Reedstown. That person was eventually found. Campbell was released from state prison October 21st, just 17 days before this arrest. Blair Taylor schools have a few extra staff members walking around campus this year. They're bringing big smiles to students' faces. They're also bringing wagging tails. News 8 Now Seth Padilla introduces us to the four-legged therapists. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. Blair Taylor's mascot is the Wildcat, but spend a couple minutes in the school and you'll see why four other furry friends have the heart of the students.
The grass line. Go down to the grass line.
Say hello to Winston. He's new to Miss Kowalski's kindergarten class, but already he's becoming one of the most popular kids in the school, and it's easy to see why.
He's fluffy.
And while you think he might serve as a distraction in the classroom, he proves kids actually can multitask while learning.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But his real purpose is to bring calm to an otherwise stressful day.
Winston is able to sense when a child walks in the door and is having a bad day. He will go right up to them. He will sit by them. He will even give them a little kiss on the cheek, and they just light up.
Down the hall is the care room, where Maggie, the golden retriever, greets you.
Shake. Shake.
It's a quiet space for kids to regroup, and Maggie fits that calming mission perfectly. If she's not here, you can find her hanging in the recharge corner where her house is. Over in the high school is Oliver the Golden Doodle, one of the few staff members who makes kids want to be in the principal's office.
There's usually a fight of who can have breakfast and lunch in my office. You know, when kids are just having a tough day or need to relax or just need a little extra love, he just climbs right in their lap. It's really unique. You know, I've heard about it, but until you actually witness it and get to see really the impact they have on students, you don't know.
And on the other side of the high school wing is Maybelle, helping students in ways people can't.
I have Tourette syndrome, and every time I'm ticking, she'll go by me if I'm ticking or whatever. And then when I'm hitting my chest, sometimes she'll just put her head there so I'm not hitting my chest, and it helps a lot.
An experience that's not only changing learning, but also changing lives.
I was going through things about home life and things were going on at home and people were making fun of me for it. So I decided, I walked out of the room, and then when I came back, Maybelle was there.
Some of these dogs are not limited to just the school. Maybelle does work in retirement and nursing homes. Reporting live from the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now This Morning.
So sweet. Thank you for that, Seth. And meanwhile, La Crosse raising a glass for homeless pets over the weekend. The Coulee Region Humane Society hosted its annual Sip to Save Lives fundraiser. With wine, beer, and food, organizers say the event is critical as winter approaches.
We generally do see an increase this time of year, and it's mainly because it's turning colder. So people that have seen those animals outside all year long, they're looking to capture them, bring them in so that they can have a safe and warm place through the winter.
The Humane Society says every dollar raised helps provide food, shelter, and medical care for the nearly 300 animals currently at the shelter. Hockey players trading their sticks for spins this weekend in Onalaska. The Battle of the Blades brought figure skaters and hockey players together to perform choreographed routines. The event raises money for local hockey and figure skating teams.
It is important for them to build these relationships with the other teams. We share a rink, we share the ice, and they're meeting a lot of kids that they wouldn't normally meet.
Watching the kids work so hard to learn their routines, it's pretty amazing. The figure skaters alone have amazing skills that we as hockey parents aren't used to seeing, and our boys work really hard to partner with them and put together a really good routine that's entertaining for the audience.
Fans voted for their favorite duo by donating to support the local teams. A unique cafe in Eau Claire is hoping to offer more than just coffee, giving visitors a chance to relax and spend time with adoptable cats. News 8 chief photographer Chuck Oadsma shows us Mr. Kitty's Cat Cafe and Boutique in this week's eyepiece.
This is a place they can come and unwind, they can come and get cuddles and purrs, and what better way to just feel all your stresses and anxieties leave you than to have the love of a cat crawling on your lap. There wasn't anything like it in the Eau Claire area for quite a few miles. The closest one would have been over by the Twin Cities. And so we kind of thought that would be an awesome idea to bring to Eau Claire. It's a great community with a college, and we wanted to focus on the downtown area.
Yes, you just want to climb on me, don't you?
We've come every week since they opened. It was just a happy accident for us when they opened.
My husband put up bird feeders, and it's been the best. We call it Cat TV because the cats are glued to the windows there watching the birds. We have some pigeons that sit right along the windowsill and just torment the cats. And now we have a couple squirrels that have been showing up as well. Sometimes they fall in love and adopt a cat. So we partner with the Eau Claire Humane Association. They're an awesome, awesome partner. It's a win-win for both of us. We've been able so far to adopt 344 cats. I think we're a blessing to the community, and hopefully you'll come in and feel the same way.
I would love to. And cat lovers pay for an hour with the cats, all housed in their own room. Organizers say many visitors come in for therapy or to simply unwind. Time now is 6:11. Still to come. Filing your taxes online about to change. The IRS shutting down one system. Holiday shopping could hit $1 trillion this year. And if you have a baby, some formula is being recalled this morning. New AI tech is helping solve a massive waste problem. It starts with what you put in your recycling bin. We'll have that story coming up. And for now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. A cat adoption event in Onalaska helped local kitties find new homes. Riley's Rescue and Wags and Whiskers hosted the event, giving people a chance to meet their new best friend. As you start to wake up, we will leave you with a quick wake-up call with Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, known as the shipbuilding capital of the Great Lakes. You can see a couple of ships in this shot. Stay with us. Your Morning Consumer News is after the break.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Are you shocked by letters like these that say your Medicare plan is no longer accepted at your provider or your Medicare plan is being canceled?
You started thinking, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? It was too confusing.
I think the fear is that you think you're older and who's going to take you? You know, what's out there, what's available. We came to Strive Medicare and everything was taken care of. Felt like we didn't have to worry about it.
Call Strive Medicare today. We're here to help every step of the way.
For over 40 years, Lacrosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Hey, Dominic here, and I want to invite you to our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse to try before you buy. With over 40 blends, you're guaranteed to find one that will make any meal taste great. And as a bonus, they're all low in sodium and dietitian recommended. So stop in today and try before you buy. Aaron, don't you think you're taking try before you buy a little bit too far?
What?
No.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Fentanyl is a topic parents and children can't ignore these days as it's become a rising factor in opioid overdoses. In 2023, more than 1,300 people died of opioid deaths in Wisconsin. 1,280 were fentanyl related. News anchor Emily Brown is here with us this morning to talk more about what school districts are doing to combat this. Good morning, Emily.
Hi, good morning,
So
Alexandra.
tell us, what are they doing? What should we know?
Yeah, well, first of all, they're trying to get the message out to kids as early as possible about how detrimental this drug is. They are targeting children to teach other children about the effects of opioid abuse and what fentanyl can do. Evidence has shown that peers teaching peers is very impactful, but they're also targeting seniors in high school specifically who are about to enter into the real world, away from home, not having mom and dad keep an eye out on them. So educating them on what they could encounter in college and afterwards, and the profound effects the drug can have on their goals. And to also be aware that fentanyl is everywhere these days. It's in marijuana, it's in cocaine, it's in everything. And just hearing personal experiences of people who lost loved ones, how it impacted their family, but also the community as a whole, is really been an impactful effort to get the message across to these kids like, hey, this is around you, and you need to be aware of it and make good choices around it.
Okay, hopefully parents can start the conversation with their kids too. And this is coming up tonight.
Yep, tonight at 6.
Okay, we'll be watching.
Yeah,
Thanks, Emily.
Thank you.
In our consumer news, the IRS is shutting down its free direct file tax system. That program launched last year to help low and moderate income taxpayers file easily, but fewer than 300,000 people used it. Treasury officials say low usage is why they are choosing to end it. Holiday shopping could hit $1 trillion this year, up from $976 billion last year. But experts say shoppers are more price sensitive and looking for deals. The government shutdown could also create uneven spending across income brackets. And ByHeart brand is voluntarily pulling 2 batches of its whole nutrition infant formula. The company says the recall is being made out of an abundance of caution. It comes after the FDA started investigating a wave of infant botulism cases. The agency hasn't tied any formula, though, to the illness. And that's a look at your consumer news this morning. We'll send it over to Art. He's got an update on our forecast.
Alrighty, you know it's cold. It's going to be cold. It's going to stay cold just for another day or so. Then eventually we're going to see temperatures get back into at least seasonal average temperatures, or at least near that. We'll hold on to cold and breezy conditions today. Winds will get up to 18 miles per hour gusting. As we roll right into it, you can see the temperatures right now. Winona, 23 degrees, 24 in La Crosse, 18 up in Eau Claire, 24 down to Prairie du Chien. We'll get into the winds as you get the kids going to school this early morning. It will feel like it is at least 8 to about, say, 13 degrees on your skin out there. You're going to hold on to that as we finish out the day. today, and eventually we'll hold on to this with a few clouds coming back again. We're in partly cloudy skies right now. We have eventually some lake effect snow going in for the lake there. You can see with more potential for snow coming out of Canada, and maybe even a mix of rain and snow to finish out for the overnight hours. So for now, we're going to have drier and clearer conditions, but it's going to be bitterly cold. Holding on to the kids going to school today, 23 degrees there under partly cloudy skies, giving way to at least some sunnier skies to finish the day today at 36 degrees. Holding on to clearing skies going in for Eau Claire, where you're looking at 17 degrees in the morning, and of course we'll roll right back into how it goes in the afternoon. About 37 degrees for you under mostly sunny conditions, but it'll feel much colder on your skin, as I mentioned before. It'll feel like it's in the 20s, and of course the low to middle 20s in the forecast. Highs for today, you can see 30s, as I just mentioned here. It'll feel like it's in the 20s though. That's how cold it's going to be. And as we roll right into how this all shapes up for the day, this is what I've got going on for you. We're going to move this through. I don't know why this is now frozen, but there you go. And it continues to move on. We have clouds increasing as we go to the noon hour. A little bit of snow tries to get in between Ladysmith and Wausau and Marshfield, but that's going to kick out of the way as we go right into the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock hour with drier conditions coming back in with a nice little slice here. By that time, we're going to see the winds shift from the northwest coming into the south. And now coming from the south, as they do that, that means temperatures won't be as cold as they were, well, will have been. You're going to be seeing these winds continue to push a little bit of heat into that snow bank that you can see kind of working its way toward us. And as that does, it's going to cause a little bit of a mix of rain and snow in the forecast. So that's how it's going to play out for this overnight hours. By the midnight hour going to the 1 o'clock or widespread and possibly. It's only a 10% chance. So this model is showing you that it may happen, but it's not likely that it will happen. That's the bit of it. You're going to see the effects coming in for that mix of rain and snow coming up from areas by Minneapolis and working its way towards La Crosse, cutting through as we go from the midnight hour all the way into the 9 o'clock hour in the morning. That starts to taper off. Gradually you see a little bit of like light rainfall or at least mist and drizzle. Maybe even a shower or two gets out of the way. And the winds shift out from the west and northwest as they go right back into tomorrow morning. And that's going to push more of that rain and snow out of the area. Cloud cover also begins to clear. We start clearing it out through the day. We'll call it partly cloudy skies to finish out for your Tuesday. And eventually you'll see temperatures possibly in the 40s once again. We'll hold on to tomorrow's lows. We're going to be seeing 20s again in the forecast. It's going to feel much colder on your skin, like it's in the teens. And eventually for the highs, you're going to see those 40s once again, as I just showed you. Widespread. Holding on to snow is about an inch or less in the forecast, and it's mostly going to be less than an inch. You can see with 30s, 40s, and 50s with increasing temperatures into your weekend.
All right, a new pill could slash your bad cholesterol by 60%. We'll have more on the breakthrough drug coming up after your morning sports blitz.
Coming up in sports, the Minnesota Vikings in action in the NFL, hosting the Baltimore Ravens, plus a look at tonight's Monday Night Football matchup as the Packers hosting the Eagles. Coming up in the Morning Blitz.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse delivers everything your business needs, from cleaning supplies to appliances. Get what you need when you need it. Set up your business account today and let Ace of La Crosse do the heavy lifting.
While you're busy, your pup can play all day at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Safe, supervised fun with friends, plus plenty of exercise and love. Because a tired dog is a happy dog. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Right now, get a great deal on the durable Kubota RTVX. When there's work to do and a reputation to uphold, it's built to haul it all and do it all. Half-ton capabilities with attachments to get the job done right. It's North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for $0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 36 months, or save up to $300.
Visit us today and experience the difference.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
yes,
man?
Sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. Choose American Waterworks.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse is the helpful place with the products your business needs when you need it. We service businesses of all size. Ask about volume discounts. Contact Jim to set up your service account today.
A parent's heartbreak, losing a child to fentanyl. Tonight at 6, the warning signs to look for, how schools are taking comprehensive action, and what you can do at home. A story for every parent. Tonight at 6 p.m. on News 8. News 8 Now, Sports.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. We had some NFL action yesterday. The Minnesota Vikings, they were looking to carry over their momentum from last week's win. They were hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Let's go to U.S. Bank Stadium. Packed crowd there. First quarter, after a big third down conversion, Minnesota at the goal line, the handoff to Aaron Jones. He's in for the score. Vikings with an early 7-0 lead. Second half, now 10-9 in favor of Minnesota, facing a 3rd and 1. J.J. McCarthy taking a shot downfield. But oh no, Justin Jefferson tripped up on the route. That means Marlon Humphrey is going to get an easy interception. That's McCarthy's second of the game. Baltimore would go on to kick their 4th field goal of the afternoon. That would give them the lead. And then a few minutes later, the Ravens going to score their first touchdown of the day. Justice Hill takes it in from the 1. It's 19-10. Fourth quarter, Baltimore threatening again. Lamar Jackson rolling out. Finds Mark Andrews in the back of the end zone. Ravens extend their lead. Vikings trying to make a comeback in the 4th at the 10. McCarthy connects with Jalen Naylor on 4th and goal. A huge score. That would bring Minnesota within 8, but that's as close as they would get as the Ravens close it out 27-19. The final. Tonight, the Green Bay Packers hosting the Philadelphia Eagles for Monday Night Football. Green Bay looking to bounce back after a disappointing loss in last week's game, but Green Bay just 1-4 in their last 5 games against the Eagles, including a playoff loss last season. Kickoff at 7:15 tonight. The UW La Crosse women's soccer team seeking their 4th straight WIAC tournament championship, hosting UW Platteville. Scoreless in the first half. Eagles on the attack. The cross inside, and that's going to find the foot of Sierra Speltz. Sends it into the net. UWL takes a 1-0 lead. It would stay that way going into halftime, but then in the 82nd minute, Jillian Sadowski makes a run into the corner, crosses it in, and Ella Opie does the rest. A huge goal for UWL as they would get the win 2-0 and are your WIAC tournament champs. Up next for them, NCAA D3 tournament. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Get the bathroom you deserve at a price you can afford. Maxwell White Plumbing provides free estimates, quality materials, and expert installation. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruits and vegetables, but featuring so much more. For any special occasion, come in and check out our large selection of gift baskets. Gourmet popcorn, candy and caramel corn, honey and jam, pancakes and syrup, cheese and wine. Or create your own. Find unique gifts at Jolivet's with locally made arts and crafts. Shop local with locally made products and gifts. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Hey, Dominic here. I want to show you how easy it is to make award-winning chili using our Chili Pleasing. First, brown 1 pound of ground beef with 1/2 cup of onion and 1/2 cup of celery. Then add 1 can of kidney beans, 1 can of tomato sauce, 1/2 cup of water, and 2 teaspoons of Chili Pleasing. Let that simmer for 30 minutes and you're good to go. Get Chili Pleasing and over 40 other blends at the outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. It's definitely a winner.
We know, like, if we help one person and if we impact their life and have such a positive influence on them when they're coming in here working on sometimes the hardest thing for themselves that they can do, and they can then help the next 3 to 5 people that they encounter, our reach goes more.
Are we looking to enjoy time with our family? Are we looking to get up and down off the floor with our grandkids? Are we looking to go travel and experience retirement a little bit differently? We're in your corner through the ups and the downs that life has to offer because we know that they'll happen.
Head over to unityfitnesspro.com today.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend. So happy together. And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Maxwell White Plumbing stands behind every bathroom remodel. With over 700 5-star reviews, we guarantee you're going to love your new bathroom. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Cold, breezy, and brisk this early morning, giving way to a little afternoon sunshine. More about that coming up for you in just a moment.
Right now this morning, a breakthrough in the government shutdown, but the fight over SNAP benefits takes a new turn. We'll have the latest next. Thousands of flights canceled as the shutdown drags on. What to do if you're flying soon. And many adults with diabetes don't even know they have it. We'll have more on what the signs are. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Monday, November 10th, 6:30 a.m. Hope your Monday is off to a good start. It is cold out there. I'll warn you. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's tracking those temperatures for us. Burr.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's cold, but it feels colder on your skin out there. Yeah. Right now, it feels like it's in the teens. With that wind, I walked around a building, and all of a sudden that wind came in from the north, and I was like, oh my goodness, wow. Okay, so that's how it's going to feel like as the kids are going to school today. Oh my goodness, wow. You're going to hold on to the temperatures right now this early morning. These are the lows in the teens, and some 20s in there as well. It's about 22 degrees down by La Crosse, 24 as you get into areas by Prairie du Chien. You'll hold on to the windshield. That's what it'll feel like on your skin out there, as I mentioned before. Wow. Holding on to at least 8 to about, say, 13 degrees out there. As you go into the afternoon, or I should say finish out the morning hours, you're looking at least sunny skies, 20s and the 30s in your forecast leading into your afternoon, while Eau Claire will get into the teens and then the 20s, then the 30s leading into your afternoon. We'll see 30s pretty much widespread, but it'll feel like it's 20 to 25 degrees on your skin because of this wind that will kick up and finish out by the 4 o'clock hour. You're going to hold on to highs, as I mentioned before, widespread in the 30s today, giving way to this as we go into it with the possibility of increasing clouds later on tonight and a 10% chance of flurries kicking in, coming in from the west, working out of Canada as well, and eventually moving into the forecast as you see for tomorrow's lows back in the 20s once again. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. Well, it is now day 41 of the government shutdown. There is some light at the end of the tunnel after the Senate approved an initial step that could end the impasse later this week. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has more on the rare weekend session from New York.
The motion upon reconsideration is agreed to.
The Senate approved a first step to push through legislation that could end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history after a group of mostly moderate Democrats made a deal with Republicans. The Senate and House still need to approve the full measure.
All of us, Republicans and Democrats, who support this bill know that the time to act is now.
Democrats had demanded any funding package include expiring health care subsidies. The deal grants them a vote next month on extending the tax credits.
This was the only deal on the table. It was our best chance to reopen the government.
The agreement comes after the Supreme Court issued an emergency order late Friday, halting the payout of full SNAP benefits. 42 million Americans used the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program to buy food. There were long lines over the weekend in Southern California at a distribution site for the LA Regional Food Bank, and major concerns for those in need in the Boston area.
At the end of the day, they are people who are seniors and veterans and families with children and working families that really are just looking for some answers.
Adding to the shutdown shutdown chaos, air travelers are coping with massive disruptions as the FAA ordered airlines to cut flights at the nation's busiest airports.
We need to figure it out as a country. Get it together.
A compromise was reached in this case, but it's not a done deal just yet. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Democrats had voted no 14 times to reopen the government till this deal. If approved, it would also reverse the layoffs of government employees during the shutdown. Not all Democrats support the deal, though. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin voted no. She released a statement saying a promise to address health care later is not enough. She says Wisconsin families need actual guarantees, not just a wink and a nod. And the USDA told states over the weekend to immediately undo full food share benefits for November. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers released a statement saying his administration is actively in court fighting to protect food assistance for Wisconsin's kids, families, and seniors. With holiday travel approaching and flights getting delayed, there are some things you should keep in mind. Check your airline's app if you're flying within 10 days. Hub-to-hub flights will likely be preserved first. If you have a regional flight, consider driving to a bigger airport or buying a backup ticket. Several airlines are waiving change fees. Blair Taylor schools have a few extra staff members walking around on 4 legs this year. They're bringing big smiles to students and bringing some wagging tails. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is in the newsroom to introduce us to the 4-legged therapists.
Good morning, Alexandra. Blair Taylor's official mascot is the Wildcat, but spend a couple minutes in the school and you will see why 4 other furry friends have the heart of those students.
The grass line. Go down to the grass line.
Say hello to Winston. He's new to Miss Kowalski's kindergarten class, but already he's becoming one of the most popular kids in the school, and it's easy to see why.
He's fluffy.
And while you think he might serve as a distraction in the classroom, he proves kids actually can multitask while learning.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But his real purpose is to bring calm to an otherwise stressful day.
Winston is able to sense when a child walks in the door and is having a bad day. He will go right up to them, he will sit by them, he will even give them a little kiss on the cheek, and they just light up.
Down the hall is the care room, where Maggie, the golden retriever, greets you.
Shake. Shake.
It's a quiet space for kids to regroup, and Maggie fits that calming mission perfectly. If she's not here, you can find her hanging in the recharge corner where her house is. Over in the high school is Oliver the Golden Doodle, one of the few staff members who makes kids want to be in the principal's office.
There's usually a fight of who can have breakfast and lunch in my office. You know, when kids are just having a tough day or need to relax or just need a little extra love, he just climbs right in their lap. It's really unique. You know, I've heard about it, but until you actually witness it and get to see really the impact they have on students, you don't know.
And on the other side of the high school wing is Maybelle, helping students in ways people can't.
I have Tourette syndrome, and every time I'm ticking, she'll go by me if I'm ticking or whatever. And then when I'm hitting my chest, sometimes she'll just put her head there so I'm not hitting my chest, and it helps a lot.
An experience that's not only changing learning, but also changing lives.
I was going through things about home life and things were going on at home and people were making fun of me for it. So I decided, I walked out of the room, and then when I came back, Maybelle was there.
Some of these dogs are not limited to just the school. Maybelle does work in retirement and nursing homes. Reporting live from the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now This Morning.
Some good dogs there. Thank you for that, Seth. In our medical news today, an experimental pill by Merck could dramatically lower cholesterol. When combined with typical cholesterol drugs, patients saw a 60% drop in bad cholesterol after 24 weeks. The trial studied nearly 3,000 people at high risk for heart attack or stroke. Merck hopes to win FDA approval by next year. November is National Diabetes Awareness Month. More than 38 million people in this country live with the condition. The CDC says many adults remain undiagnosed. Mandy Gaither has the early signs and symptoms of diabetes.
It's a disease that causes a person's blood sugar to spike because their body can't make or use enough insulin to regulate it. Diabetes is a lifelong condition that can lead to other major health problems.
This is a very serious disease. The problem is people don't always take it seriously.
Dr. Willa Shoy with the Ohio State University's Wexner Medical Center says diabetes complications can include cardiovascular disease, kidney damage or failure, and nerve damage. Of the more than 38 million people in the U.S. estimated to have diabetes, around 9 million of them don't know it. Shoy says everyone should know early warning signs of the disease, which include frequent urination, extreme thirst, and blurry vision.
If you see those signs, it's very important to address them.
Type 2 diabetes is most often diagnosed in adults, but having a healthy lifestyle can help lower the risk. Shoy says that includes avoiding foods that are high in carbohydrates and fat and having a consistent exercise routine with a combination of cardio and strength training.
Sometimes a physical trainer can be helpful not only in advising about nutrition, but performing the right exercises so you don't hurt yourself.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Catherine is 80 and she loves family and spending time.
Happy birthday to you, Catherine. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, 88, 98, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Picture button or the Home tab on our website.
Coming up, a look beyond the medical side of hospice care, how spiritual and emotional care bring comfort during life's final chapter.
Looking for extraordinary savings on fine jewelry? Visit House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Save up to 70% off diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry during this limited time event. Inventory is going fast. When it's gone, it's gone. Hurry in to House Diamond Jewelers today.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Brighten up your workspace with a 15,000 lumen 4-panel LED light from GT Light. It features 4 adjustable panels, allowing you to shine light where you need it most. It's $14.99 after rebate. Upgrade your home's appearance with a new Ideal garage door. Shop the largest in-stock selection of garage doors, or design your own using our free step-by-step design program. This 9x7 garage door is $449.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I lost my son to an accidental drug overdose. This is why we created the George Ford Recovery Foundation, to champion drug use awareness, funding, and solutions so we don't lose any more kids. You know, there's an effective, simple solution. Narcan kits help save lives in seconds. They're required in schools in many states, but sadly, not in Wisconsin. To save a child's life, please sign a petition at NarcanForSchools.com.
Are you shocked by letters like these that say your Medicare plan is no longer accepted at your provider or your Medicare plan is being canceled?
You started thinking, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? It was too confusing.
I think the fear is that you think you're older and who's going to take you? You know, what's out there, what's available. We came to Strive Medicare and everything was taken care of.
Felt like we didn't have to worry about it.
Call Strive Medicare today. We're here to help every step of the way.
Drive your story with a new Ram.
Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get your Ram or Jeep now during the Drive into Fall sales event. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn and Laramie. And get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Hurry in because this offer ends December 1st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
We hear it all the time. A company gives a homeowner a quote for replacement windows. When the homeowner hesitates, they drop the price by almost 50% if they sign today. Makes you wonder why they didn't offer that price to begin with.
They called us for a second opinion. Our price, over $5,000 less, without the sales games and for better windows.
At Clear Choice, we believe in honest pricing, no pressure, and quality you can trust.
Don't get pressured into a bad deal. Call us today.
Choose Clear Choice or something less.
Looking for extraordinary savings on fine jewelry? Visit House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Save up to 70% off diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry during this limited time event. Inventory is going fast. When it's gone, it's gone. Hurry in to House Diamond Jewelers today.
All right, well, good morning to you as we start your day here. Colder out there than you might think. It's going to be cold right now this early morning, giving way to 20s in the forecast and some teens as well. But it feels like not single digits to at least double digits in the forecast. And I'm talking about teens in the forecast. Let's give a view here. What's happening right now? Current temperatures 22 in Ladysmith, 18 in Eau Claire. La Crosse right now holding on to 24 degrees, 20 as you get into Sparta, 21 in Black River Falls, and then 19 by Viroqua, 24 in Prairie du Chien. You're also going to see that it feels much colder on your skin. Eau Claire feels like it's 12 degrees. As we get into the 7 o'clock hour, with the kids going to school, La Crosse will feel like it's 11 degrees. Down to the south, it'll feel like it's 13 degrees. And of course, over in Black River Falls, in fact, they'll feel like it's about 11 degrees about the 7 o'clock hour. Holding on to how this all plays out for the day for the kids going to school for La Crosse, 23 degrees and breezy, partly cloudy skies. The afternoon, we'll hold on to partly cloudy skies again with clearing skies, holding on to chilly conditions, but it'll feel much colder on your skin. In fact, it'll feel like it's in the middle 20s in your forecast there. Eau Claire, on the other hand, 17 degrees. That's what it'll be as the kids going to school today under partly cloudy skies. Eventually cold and brisk for you. By the afternoon, 37 degrees. Chilly, and it feels colder on your skin as well. You'll also feel like it's around 24 to 25 degrees out there. We have a few clouds drifting by right now. That's why we're holding on to partly cloudy conditions. Lake effect snow going over the lake right now with more clouds on the way for us here and the possibility of about a 10% chance of getting some flurries in the overnight hours. Highs today, widespread 30s as you can see today. And as I mentioned before, it'll feel like about 20 to 25 degrees on your skin today. Holding on to some snow, trying to get back down between Ladysmith and Wausau. Then eventually that kicks out of the way, holding on to drier conditions moving in the forecast. And the wind's shifting from northwest, going to the south, and coming in from the south. And as it does, it's going to allow this snow bank that's going to continue to work its way through the area here, all the way getting into possibly into a mix of rain and snow as it gets closer. We'll go widespread as we go to the midnight hour and to 1 o'clock. You're seeing everybody should get some of this in the forecast. If it does, in fact, hit the ground, we'll see this turn into a mix of rain and snow as it comes in from Minneapolis, works its way right down into the region here, crossing the river. Eau Claire gets a taste, as well as La Crosse, Holman, West Salem, Winona, also all the way into areas by Sparta, down to Prairie du Chien, Bosqueville, and Richland Center. Then it continues to kick out of Richland Center, goes towards Vogt Field, and we should be done. We'll hold on to clearing skies gradually as we go to the afternoon with those northwesterly winds clearing out the field, and that cloud cover gets out of the way. We get into partly cloudy skies to finish your day. We're also going to be seeing lows for tomorrow, widespread in the 20s with breezy and gusty conditions, so it's going to feel like it's about the teens in your forecast, similar to what we have right about now. We'll get into the afternoon for highs for Tuesday with a possibility of snow in the morning. That, again, is a 10% chance of that happening, so it may not happen. So believe me, it'll be widespread in the 40s for your day, so we'll get to near seasonal averages with an inch or less in the forecast for the form of snow. As we get closer, you're going to be seeing over the next several days, the next 6 to 10 days, we have the possibility of warming back up gradually as we get through your weekend and beyond, holding on to temperatures from the 30s, then the 40s for your Veterans Day, getting into 50s as you get into Wednesday, Thursday, middle 50s, milder conditions, right into the end of the work week and into your weekend with milder conditions. Be safe and have a wonderful day.
November is National Hospice and Palliative Care Month, and we're shining a light on the compassionate work of hospice teams. We're joined this morning by some of that team from Winona Health, Chaplain Eileen and social worker Jody. Good morning to you, ladies. Thank you for being here with us this morning. So tell us a little bit. Hospice care is about more than medical support. Can you share how spiritual care is woven into your work and why that's so important?
Sure. Well, end of life is really a precious and tender time. Connecting people with reflecting on their life and their meaning, the meaning they've had across that lifespan. And so spiritual care is really a way of letting people explore what's been most meaningful to them and connecting them with their life experience. We also care for people beyond the death of the patient. We're offering grief support for the family and loved ones.
Okay.
As part of our care.
All encompassing really there. Okay,
so that's
great.
been pretty helpful. You do that with the families now, because it just used to be the time where you kind of usher in the bed, you get the patient all set up, and then you guys are coming and going, and then it's all about the patient, and it's not about the folks that are around the patient. So that's pretty kind that you do that. It's amazing.
So being there really for the families too, right? It's not just the patient.
Absolutely. Yep. Families are play a very important role in hospice care and caring for their loved one. And they're going through some pretty difficult emotions as well. So we're there to support them along the way, to help educate them on how to care for people who are at end of life. And as Eileen said, supporting them after the death of that person as well.
Okay, yeah, so some grief support that you did mention there.
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, hospice care is committed to that support for at least a year beyond the death of the patient. We're continuing to care for that family during their bereavement period.
Okay, really interesting there. And so the hospice journey is obviously different for every person. How do you collaborate with these kind of different teams and make these individualized plans?
So we're a team of nurses, social workers, chaplains, aides, volunteers. We have massage therapists, music therapists, and so we are frequently talking throughout the week about what's going on with each of our patients and changing care plans. But initially it starts by meeting with the patient and their family on establishing, the cares that are important for them to start with. But as we move along, we're continuously adjusting those care plans based on what's going on with each individual patient.
Okay, so collaborative effort there, kind of always evolving.
So once folks hear about, hospice is coming in, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's like this just dread somewhat. So the thing is, what has changed now? What are the different misconceptions that you can help us out with?
Yeah, sure. I think people think hospice and end of life, and a lot of people, that's a scary time. One of the great things about hospice is that we have such a robust team to support families through that time. So it doesn't have to be a scary time. Jody might want to talk about some of the things that she encounters when people think about coming into hospice care. You have some of those conversations?
Yeah. Right. Oftentimes when people hear about hospice, they think somebody has a week left to live.
Right.
The reality is we work with people, for months, 6 months, even a year or longer at a time based on their individual needs and health conditions. And so we're not always coming in right at the very end of life. We have people who are out driving, doing their own groceries, traveling, and we want to support them so that however long that they have left, they're living it as fully as that they can and as comfortably as possible too.
Okay, good to know there. And any last key message you would want to share with people, starting this journey or in this journey?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really just about that support. And so we have a whole team of people to support people at the end of life in all the ways that are meaningful to them.
Okay, great. All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for being here. This is definitely an important conversation. We appreciate your time.
Thanks for having us.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
During the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture, get up to an extra 15% off sale prices. Right now, this sectional is just $29.49. Plus, get 3 years special financing. And Christmas decor is 50% off. The Veterans Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
In the hunt, every detail matters. It's not just about the thrill, but a passion for the craft. And in the end, it's about the people you get to be with. At Overhead Door, it's about our team and those we get to serve. We can repair any garage door, but we only install the best. Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region since 1921.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Since 1946, Coon Valley Dairy Supply has been more than a business. It's a family legacy. We take pride in our reputation of dependability and community impact, built on decades of trust, which is why we offer LS Tractor, your partner in the field, on the ranch, and at home. When you start with LS Tractor's award-winning power, reliability, features, and comfort, you end up staying a customer for life.
Available at the Coon Valley Dairy Supply, celebrating 79 years in business. LS Tractor, start blue, stay blue.
Hold on to your shopping carts. Fleet Farm's dropping even more deals to help you prep for Black Friday shopping. Save 30% on all NFL team apparel and accessories for the sports fans on your list. Get 15% off all Pit Boss pellet grills and accessories for your favorite outdoor chef. And buy one, get one 50% off on all games this week. Save yourself some cash and some chaos before Black Friday with great weekly deals from Fleet Farm. And check out all the sales in our weekly ad at fleetfarm.com.
It's the Veterans Day mattress sale at Home Sleep Express. Get up to an extra 15% off sale prices plus 3-year special financing on quality mattress brands including Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep during the Veterans Day mattress sale going on now at Home Sleep Express.
A parent's heartbreak, losing a child to fentanyl. Tonight at 6, the warning signs to look for, how schools are taking comprehensive action, and what you can do at home. A story for every parent. Tonight at 6 p.m. on News 8. Beautiful, isn't it? Reminds us of why we live here. But when it comes time for this to become this, you can trust that we'll warn you first. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now. The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Today is the U.S. Marine Corps' 250th birthday. On November 10th, 1775, John Adams created what was then called the Continental Marines. More than 200,000 Marines now serve on active duty and in the reserves. We thank them for their service. It is 6:55, time for your morning news now. The Senate approving a first step to push through legislation that could end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history after a group of mostly moderate Democrats made a deal with Republicans. Now, the Senate and House still need to approve the full measure. Democrats had demanded funding package, including expiring health care subsidies. The deal grants them a vote next month on extending those credits. As holiday travel approaches and flights are delayed, here's what you should keep in mind. Check your airline's app if you're flying within 10 days. Hub-to-hub flights will likely be preserved first. And if you have a regional flight, consider driving to a bigger airport or buying a backup ticket. Several airlines are waiving change fees. For people planning to buy tickets soon, experts suggest booking with airlines directly and avoiding layovers.
Well, as we get into it, cold start today. Brisk out there as well as the winds are kicking in from the northwest. Eventually, they'll change to the south as we go through the day. Those winds will start to break down and gradually. Then we'll get some snow, possibly overnight. That will be at least a low chance of that happening, just by the way, just so you understand that. We're also going to find ourselves getting way into this, though. We're going to see warmer temperatures on the way as we get closer to the weekend. And eventually, those temperatures, my friends, will go from the 30s all the way up to the 50s and then possibly 60s as we get into Saturday, and then taper off as we go back to seasonal for Sunday.
A mild Saturday after the weekend we just went through.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Art and Mother Nature.
Sure.
Thank you for waking up with us. We'll see you back here at noon.